Segment 3, Geography of Africa. Before watching Geography of Africa, think about this. Although Africa is a large continent in area, it doesn't have the largest population. How might topography and climate limit the population of a continent?
Africa is the second largest continent with 1/5 of the world's land area. In the north, Africa is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea, on the east by the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean, and on the west by the Atlantic Ocean. Africa has the world's largest desert, the Sahara, which runs almost coast to coast. It rarely rains here, and few people make their homes in this region. The desert divides the continent culturally between northern and sub-Saharan Africa. Most of the people who live north of the Sahara are Arabs, and most living south of it are black Africans. Below the Sahara, the continent gets more rain, and the landscape gradually changes to vast grassland areas called savannas. Here, people raise cattle and tend their herds. In the east runs Africa's longest river, the Nile. Beginning at Lake Victoria, it flows north 4,000 miles before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. The equator runs through Africa. In the west lies a dense rainforest that receives as much as 60 inches of rain every year. It's a humid, lush home for some of Africa's varied wildlife. Further east along the equator is Africa's most distinctive feature, the Great Rift Valley, an enormous depression in the Earth's crust that was created as a result of prehistoric volcanic activity. Here is Africa's largest lake, Lake Victoria, and its highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. The grasslands of this region contain large herds of wild elephants, zebras, and antelope, as well as predators such as lions and cheetah. In the southern part of Africa is the Kalahari Desert. Most of this large sandy basin lies in the country of Botswana, but it also covers the eastern third of Namibia. Although it is very dry, this desert receives more rain than the Sahara. Africa has some 52 countries, more than any other continent. It is home to more than 740 million people. The country of Egypt straddles the Nile in the northeast. Algeria lies on the northwestern corner of this continent, bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania are in the east. The country of South Africa sits at the southern tip of the continent. Congo is located in the central part of Africa. And in the west lie Nigeria, Mali, and Ghana. Africa boasts a unique geography that is home to a large variety of wildlife and peoples. And as a continent, it has the fastest growing population in the world today.
Now that you've seen geography of Africa, talk about this. How are the topography and climate different in northern and southern Africa?